Hi, Steve Schlegel here. Oftentimes I'm asked, how much should I pay my employees? What are the limits? And it's usually not always in the context of what sort of incentive program should I put in place, what's the best type of bonus program and so forth, but sometimes it's what's the least that I can pay my employees for some of the jobs on the lower end of the pay scale. And rather than talking about something that we're all familiar with, minimum wage, I talk to my clients about livable wage. We have a responsibility as employers to our employees, and that is to provide them a livable wage, irregardless of what the federal minimum wage is. And so to do that, you're going to have a conversation when you're interviewing the potential employee to find out what it is that they really need. And it's going to be odd for them because people don't ask them that question, people don't care. But you do, because if you hire somebody and you're paying them less than what a livable wage is, then what are they going to do? They're either going to be frustrated and unhappy with their job and be looking for another job, or that frustration will lead them to poor job performance. So you're better off to make sure that your employees are being paid a livable wage and that you're making sure that you have lived up to that. Maybe it's an ethical obligation, but it's also a smart business decision. So if I was you, I would think about that. Why bring somebody on that's going to leave in a few months when they find a job that does pay them what they need? And when that happens, you're going to start the hiring process all over, the training process all over, and ultimately in the long run, that's going to cost you a lot more than simply paying them the living wage that they need. And if you can't afford to pay them that living wage, then don't hire them, because you're fooling yourself because of the turnover that you're going to have and the fact that you're going to have to keep hiring and hiring and hiring and retraining, which costs you far more money than simply getting a good employee and paying them a livable wage.